Hello friends and welcome. I'm Andy and this is Fire Emblem The Blazing Sword, the Lords and Ladies Challenge Run. Because of how many times I've had to re-record this opening, I think we're just gonna jump right in. I've done this probably about a half a dozen times and... yeah, let's just jump into it. Now, when I say Lords and Ladies Challenge Run, what that means is out of the 30 or so characters that are usable in this game, I'm only going to allow myself to use a handful. That being ladies, female characters, or lords, nobles. That will limit my selection to, I don't know the exact number, but a very, very few out of, I think, at least 30 in this particular game. So right here we're just making our little tactician character. He doesn't really impact the story at all, but it's just something you do. There is a small bonus your tactician can give certain units if their elemental affinity, the little symbol by my name, matches with mine. Now, I'm not going to be going through the story because that takes up a lot of time. I don't really want to be sitting here reading a wall of text for 20-30 minutes and just playing a little bit of game. I can kind of go over the story as it happens. I don't remember all the minor details, but I can go over it a little bit. Starting out, my tactician, Andy, has just met Lindis after she found him unconscious in a field. She took him back to her little hut, and after talking a little bit about herself, how her family was murdered by bandits attack. So Lynn goes out to kick some butt. And she learns that Andy is a tactician and he helps guide her in battle. So that's kind of what's going on here. This whole opening bit with Lynn, the first 10 chapters are only really meant as a tutorial. From what I understand, most people skip them and just dive straight into either Eliwood's story or more commonly Hector's story, since that is the harder difficulty to go with and contains a few bonus chapters that aren't in Eliwood's story. The reason I am going through Lynn's story, first of all, I'm on hard mode, so I don't get all of the hand-holding tutorial that I would get on normal mode. But also, any levels that I earn with Lynn or the other units I use during these first 10 chapters will carry over into the main story when I start that up. If I had just started from either Eliwood's story or Hector's story, they would be set at a predetermined base. Okay, so here Lynn just met a couple of knights in town. These are Sane and Kent from the province of Kalin. And they're gonna help her fight these bandits because they're actually looking for her specifically. She doesn't know yet, but they're about to tell her that She is the lost granddaughter of the Marquez Kalen, and he's dying, and he wants to meet his granddaughter. So they've been sent to bring her back home. And since her mother and father were killed by bandits, she has nothing better to do, so yeah, off to meet her long-lost granddaddy. Now, normally, this is a part where you learn about terrain advantage and I think also the weapon triangle. We'll see that this guy here is standing on a forest tile. That means he has an extra 20% to avoid and 1 extra point of defense. But for now, Lynn is good enough that she can handle him without the extra bonuses. Plus, she's got healing items if she does get hit, so yay for that. I also mentioned weapon triangle. There are 3 main types of weapons in this game. There are swords, lances, and bows. Yeah, that'll work. Lynn, as you may have noticed, carries a sword. Swords have a small bonus when attacking enemies wielding axes. Axes have a similar bonus when attacking against lances, and lances get the same bonus when attacking swords, so it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors thing. There are also bows in the game, archers, but they are neutral against all weapon types. They don't get any distinct bonuses against a certain weapon. Bows, however, do get 1 bonus that we will talk about a little later. For now, let's just take care of these last couple bandits. I'm actually a bit surprised. On my practice runs, Lynn had already taken quite a bit of damage by this point, and I'd had to heal at least once, but right now she's dodging everything. Yeah, Lynn is definitely going to need the extra experience and levels we'll gain from these first 10 chapters, because she's really not a great unit on her own. She can handle herself well enough in most circumstances, but later on in the game she will have a distinct disadvantage when there's a lot of people attacking at range, which she can't do, and a lot of people wielding lances, which have an advantage against her. Some people will also argue that her stats are not great, and largely that is true, but it can also depend a lot on your luck within the game, what stats you gain levels in when she levels up. But on average, she's just not great. Which is part of the reason I chose this particular challenge, because there's few enough female units as it is in the game, and there's even fewer good female units. And Kent and Sane are just gonna hang out back here for a while, because they have nothing to do. Now, story-wise on this chapter, Lynn has decided to go with Kent and Sane, And before she heads off, she wants to pray to the sacred blade Manicotti at the shrine. They get to the shrine and find that it's under attack because this guy Glass here wants to steal the Manicotti for himself. 10 guesses what happens once they stop him from taking the Manicotti. I bet you'll never get it. Not in a million years. Alright, we're just gonna break down this wall because it's actually a bit faster than going the long way around. Might have seen the hills or mountains down there. Those are harder to travel over. They'll slow Lynn down to a crawl. And if Saint and Kent had come along, they wouldn't be able to cross over there at all. Let's see. Okay, still good on damage, so I can attack the wall again. I do need to watch Lynn's health at this point, because I actually died here one time during my practice runs, because one of the cats was getting in my way and distracted me, and I didn't realize how low my health was getting. Actually just take this guy out and then I'll heal before I knock down the wall again. Because if I were to break the wall and both him and this guy over here came after me, that would be very bad. That's what happened to me that one time, and I was not too happy with myself when that happened. And just drink some healing juice there and go about vandalizing this temple. Yeah, I mean, she wants to go pray at the shrine, but, you know, she's gonna break down the wall to get in. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I guess she is defending it from bandits, but still, have some respect. I mean, I could have taken the long way around, but shh. I'm just gonna blame this all on Lynn. She's the one doing it, not me. And yeah, I can go ahead and attack him all out. Really hoping Lynn gets a crit against this guy, but that's not happening. It's alright though. She'll take out Glass on his phase. Such interesting names in this series sometimes. You ever met a guy just called Glass? I know I haven't. And there we go. Boss is dead. Oh, what happened? Game froze up on me for a second. That was weird. Alright. Now we seize the throne. Oh. Oh, that was dumb. You're gonna take a rest on the throne. Get a little health. And I guess that guy in the bottom is just gonna run away. Oh my god, Lynn got the Manicotti. Who would have ever guessed? Alright, next chapter. And Band of Mercenaries. Okay, I think... Yes. This is where we meet a unit who most likely will carry the game for me. Friends, I want to introduce you to Florina. Florina is a Pegasus Knight. She starts off a little weak and hard to use, but once she starts gaining some levels, she is a force to be reckoned with. No, she's gonna fly up here, because I don't know what's in this village. Oh, 2,000 gold. Nice. Yeah, visiting villages can be nice, because they can give you things. Villagers will often be happy to just give you whatever they have lying around, because you're helping to protect them from the bandits and the bad guys and whatnot. Let's see. No, same. Yeah, you can go and visit this village, even though I don't really care about what's in it. Oh, look, I got an archer. This is Will. We won't be using him. Let's see. Trade a sword over to Lynn. Oops. And Will's just gonna trade weapons with Kent, so neither of them can actually attack anything. Oh, there's our first crit of the day. Oh, and this would be a good time to mention what I was talking about earlier with the bows. Bows do have one advantage, and that is that they are good against flying units. Whenever a bow attacks a flying unit, they get an effective damage bonus, which, if I remember correctly, increases the weapon might by 3. So this iron bow has a might of 6. If it were attacking Florina, it would be treated as if it had a might of 18. Or it might be 2 times, I don't remember specifically with this game. Some games it's 2 times, some games it's 3 times. It's hard to keep straight sometimes. We'll just send Lynn in to cut people up. And let's see how Florina fares against these bandits with her slim lance. Not very well. Ooh. Ooh. She can double this one. But if both of these guys hit her, she's gonna be in a world of hurt. Maybe I can bait out this mercenary. Yeah, Will, you're just gonna carry the lances until Florina needs them anyway. Okay, what's going on? Yeah. And alright, that worked about as well as I hoped. Wait. 12. Let's see. Oh yeah, this guy can't kill. Lynn can take 1 hit from a bandit, or a brigand, I should say. They're all bandits. He's a special kind of bandit. He's a brigand. Alright, and Florina kills this guy with ease. And she can take exactly 1 hit from that brigand. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not using Lynn's new sword, the Manicotti, it's because I want to save it. I talked about effective damage, and Manicotti is a special sword that has effective damage against both cavalry units, like her friends Kent and Sane over here, and armored units. So I want to save that for later when the game starts throwing beefier enemies at me. And does Florina? Yes, she does. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. Now, one downside to Florina up there being a flyer is that she does not get terrain bonuses. So if she's on a forest or a mountain or anything, those bonuses that she would normally get are completely neutralized. And wow, this guy. Screw it. Florina needs levels. She needs the experience. What's this? Armory? Okay. 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 Oh man. 1 point shy of another level up. Come on, strength. Strength and speed. Oh, nice. That's very good. If Florina can keep getting level ups like that, she will do very nicely. Go, another one down. And ooh. Florina actually gets double hits on this guy now. Risk it. Oh, very nice. I would have liked it if she did that earlier. Now, if you saw that ×2 up there, that means that Florina, like Lynn does often, can now attack twice per combat round against certain enemies. The way that's decided is if your speed is, I think, 4 points higher than the enemy speed. Do that. Yeah, I can probably go ahead and leave the rest up to Lynn, but I think I want to bring for. Ugh, I can't talk. I think I want to bring Florina down here to visit this armory. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea for Lynn to go in there, too. Let's just see what they have, shall we? Iron Sword and Iron Lance. Actually, I already have 2 Iron Lances from Kent and Sane, so Florina doesn't need to come in here, unless I just want her to buy a backup sword for Lynn. You know what? Lynn's got enough swords. Alright, here we go. And drink another vulnerary before going after the boss. Yeah, one thing you'll notice throughout this game is a lot of the bosses will just stand in one spot. Let's see, just for... Yeah, I can just do it with the... Just do it with an iron sword. I wonder. Ooh. Yeah, not worth the risk on that one. I would love for Florina... I cannot say her name for the life of me. I would love for Florina to get the experience off this boss, but that ain't gonna happen. Too risky. I already made one risky maneuver on this chapter. And... Alright, Lynna's getting some okay level ups. Could be much better. Alright, yeah, so now that Lynn is reunited with her friend Florina, and they've met with the archer Will, they've decided to affectionately call themselves Lindis's Legion, as they seek to return Lynn home to her grandfather, the Marquess Hoston of Kalen. And I think that's where we're gonna end things today. Now, any of you should know that this is something new for me, so if you could please leave a comment for me, let me know what I can do better, what I can do differently. I really want to keep this going, but I also want to make it fun for you guys. So let me know, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for coming.